Welcome to Shop Talk with Joe Part 12. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support, all the kind words, all the great comments, all the great questions. It's just been great. I can't believe I'm doing a 12-part series here. Almost 6 hours worth of video that you guys have stuck by and checked out and watched, and I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Let's see here. Our Native American for the video is Yellow Cloud. Yellow Cloud is a Pueblo. That's our Native American for the Shop Talk Part 12. But anyhow, guys, let's see. My hat for the video is my leather cowboy hat. It's kind of an Aussie style hat. It's got two hog's teeth in there, right in the front. Big old hog's teeth. I just kind of thought they looked nice in there, but I really like this hat. This hat is great. I've got it coated many, many times in Snow Seal. I can go out in the pouring rain in this, and the water just runs right off the hat. The leather doesn't even get wet whatsoever. It's a great hat, great hat. So let's keep moving on. I got a little shout out I want to do. I want to say, hey to Pharaoh, what's going on, buddy? I'm putting out some great videos, really enjoying it. I also want to say to everybody who sent me a Christmas card, you know who you are. Thank you very much. Very, very nice to receive Christmas cards from all over North America. You guys are the best. I really appreciate it. We got them all hanging on the refrigerator. And Sandy was quite taken back and surprised by the fact that cards were arriving in the mail from all over the place. Like I said, you guys know who you are. And thank you very much for the kind thoughts this holiday season to send me a card. Let's see, what have I been working on? I got a lot of stuff going on, guys. The sheath work is really coming along really nice. I just finished another little Sodbuster Jr. for my buddy Jim. Got his initials on there. This is in the Midnight Black. I did this one. And just like the other ones, that knife just fits in there like a glove. So I haven't given this to Jim yet. This is actually his Christmas present, but I'm sure he's going to enjoy it. But yeah, these are coming along really nice. I got a sheath ready here for my buddy John with the Tursk from Quinto Blades. That's Brazilian rosewood, brass pins, brass lanyard tube, orange liners, and I had to make the patterns up for the sheath, and I've got them perfect. Fits perfect. But yeah, it's got his initials on there. Now I haven't dyed this yet because I've ran out of my thread for stitching. So I got more on order. Hopefully it's going to be here tomorrow. On the strap I used the small basket weave. On the main part of the sheath is the large basket weave with the initials and some other tooling work, but I got a nice big thick welt in there. I'll get this thing stitched up and get it finished up and get it to John. So that's been a fun project. I've got Ray's Ferricium rod. 5/16, Brother Ray. Deer antler tip. And I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of bungee on that so that when you receive your sheath, you slide it in and slide the bungee over the bottom of it. It'll never come out. You'll be all set, but I'm going to throw that in your box that I'm getting ready to send to you. Another thing I want to show you guys, all my trapping buddies, check out that bowler tie. That's a muskrat skull with coyote claws for horns. I made that years ago, coated in polyurethane. Thought you guys might get a kick out of that. But anyhow, let's move on to questions. Question and answer. All right, here we go. Greg, busy can do. Wanted to know Do I shoot factory or reloads out of my 7mm 08? I shoot factory. I shoot straight out Remingtons, and they work perfect in the gun. I've tried a different couple styles of the Remington load, the Core Lock, the Power Shock, the Fusions. They all seem to shoot great out of that gun. So yeah, no, I shoot factory ammunition. I don't do any reloading. It would really be interesting someday to see what that cartridge could be customized to my gun. I would be interested in seeing that, that's for sure. Great question, Greg. Hope all is well. Ray, Wild Wilderness, wanted to know about my my fur handling supplies. Well, Ray, since it's been so long since I trapped, what I did was I donated all of my basically my trapping supplies, my fur handling supplies. I donated them all to a friend of mine who gives an instructional course in New York State about fur trapping. And I said, make sure these things get in the right hands. So he helped out young fur trappers by giving them stretchers, even traps, fleshing beam, fleshing tools. You know, these kids were really into it and into the education and learning and continuing the tradition of trapping. And I'm not using this stuff, so I said it can't go to a better place. So I wanted a kid to have what I used and had a great experience with, to also have himself a great experience. So that's good stuff. Good question, Ray. Sorry I don't have nothing to show you. Wallace Vivian, what are my downhill skis and how long are they? Well, at the current moment, I will downhill ski maybe twice a season. I ski on Rossi Cut 99s. They are a parabolic ski, and they're in 168 marker bindings. I ski in Reichley boots, Reichley Flex-On comps, old school style, but I love them. Yeah, I really like the Rosinal Parabolic Cut 99. It's a great ski. It's a good ski for all condition, all mountain. But great question. Thanks, Wallace. Jesse Martin, do I use a shelter to ice fish? No, buddy, I don't. I just dress crazy when if it's going to be cold. I do the best I can, but no, I don't use a shelter, and I think eventually I would like to move into a clamshell style, type shelter. I've fished in plenty of ice fishing shelters, been in some amazing ones that I've had turkey dinner in. There's an oven in there, there's lights, everything. But no, I don't. I don't use a shelter. I just try to dress for the weather. But great question, Bud. Thanks for asking. Let's see here. Oh, H&H Outlaws. Do I use tip-ups? Do I jig? And my favorite fish to ice fish for? Well, I do a little bit of everything. I do set tip-ups while I'm jigging, and I usually run 2 rods while I'm jigging. But I would have to say my favorite fish to fish for is perch. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy eating perch. It's great stuff. Really good stuff. I do like to catch northerns, the crappie, all that good stuff. Pretty much my favorites, whatever I got on my line, but I really like the perch. I like to bring home a bucket of perch. That's great stuff. Thanks a lot, buddy, for asking me that there, Ricky. Heath Gagnon wanted to know my 3 favorite shows, and I'm not sure if he was talking about a channel on YouTube or my 3 favorite television shows. Well, I don't watch TV at all. I don't watch any TV whatsoever. I watch the news in the morning just to catch the weather and the latest local news, and basically that's it. I don't have time. I have better ways to spend my time, as far as my leather work goes, and just my projects down here in the shop. I would rather spend my time, you know, doing that, being creative. But no, I really, you know, but don't get me wrong, you know, I like Ice Road Truckers. I like, you know, what is that? The Gold Rush. You know, I like that a lot. I just think that, like, Duck Dynasty has gotten a little bit over commercialized for a fucking hillbilly like me, but you know, I'm not sure, Heath, what you meant. I'll talk to you further on that, buddy. Just wanted to also let you guys know I got a wonderful package in the mail from my buddy Rodney Newberry, and he sent me this beautiful flag from Newfoundland. And Rodney signed it for me. And it's just beautiful. This flag here is a national flag in Newfoundland, and it became their national flag on May 15th in 1931. If you think about it, that's pretty damn recent compared to most countries, you know, or even states. You know, I mean, the United States was 1776 when Betsy Ross sat down with a, you know, needle and thread. But yeah, I really appreciate it, Rod. Thank you very much. Very nice of you to send me that. I'm glad you guys had a great holiday. I had one more question that I want to answer, and it'll actually become the topic of my shop talk for today. And that was by Rex Berger. And Rex said, what do I cook with in the woods? And my thoughts on the Grants Forest Brooks small forest axe. Well, let me cover as quick as I can what I use for cooking in the woods before I get to the axe. I'm going to do it, guys. I ain't going to let you down. Now listen, here's where we're going to start. If I'm camping from a boat other than a canoe or other than a kayak, if I'm in a canoe, rowboat, motorboat, whatever, or I'm camping out of the car, which we do, cast iron. I bring my cast iron. You'll notice this Dutch oven has legs on it, so you can put coals underneath it. It's got a lip around the lid so that you can put your coals on top of it and literally turn it into an oven. The other thing I like about these is I can take the lid off, flip it over, and set it right in the coals, and I got a great skillet that I can do eggs and bacon or whatever on. So yeah, and I also carry my my Dutch or my cast iron fry pans. Love them in the woods. If I can carry them and not on my back, I'm taking my cast iron. This is a Lodge number 10, and you can even use these in the oven at home. So I just really enjoy Dutch oven cooking. And I really enjoy using the cast iron. So if I can carry it in the woods, I will. Along the same lines, I love these baskets, these cooking baskets, okay? These things are fantastic. Invaluable to me as far as grilling, anything goes. But what you can also do is you can cut down... Who's blowing up my phone here? I'll get back to him. Yeah, you can cut these things down. You can take a cut-off wheel and you can cut them down. I have a smaller version that I actually do take backpacking and use for backpacking. They're just so handy. This is another great grill that I love for over the campfire. These things are made by Coghlan's. They're like $7. It's a no-brainer. You know, for dinner for two, if you're doing a couple steaks, a couple pieces of chicken, even kebabs rest on here really great. You know, shrimp, all that good stuff. But yeah, I love to use these. So as far as, you know, if I don't have to worry about weight, yeah, I bring the cast iron. But when weight becomes an issue, what I really like, Well, we also use this out of the car. Sometimes this will go on a short trip. Sandy and I dig our coffee in the morning. This is perfect for us. Sandy's little percolator. This thing works the bomb, you know. If I'm doing a couple miles, you know, or a 3-night overnighter with Bob in the mountains, no, I don't carry that. We just use the Folger singles. This is a great cook kit here, guys. You buy these at Walmart. It's a Coleman Max. Coleman Max. They're about 16, 17 bucks, I believe. These are a great cook set. They're anodized aluminum. You got 2 different size pots here. You guys have seen these in videos of mine before. You know, basically you got small fry pan. That also becomes a lid. I like this. You can get it out of the heat for the handle, or I've made a modification where it stands straight up by grinding a couple notches in the side of that bracket so that stays out of the heat. But yeah, these, I love them. And again, guys, you've seen it in my past videos, pot cozies. You want to know how to make a pot cozy? Go watch Shug Emery, S-H-U-G-E-M-E-R-Y, Shug Emery. He'll show you how to make these. These pot cozies, I'll tell you what, we get a hot meal, Sandy and I going, and that's all I got to do is keep what we don't have on our plates in here, and it stays hot for over an hour. They're just fantastic. So, and if you want to use that for your bowl, you know, while you're having your meal, that will keep your meal hot. Really good stuff. So check that out. Get into it. I'll tell you what, at Walmart, for what you get in this cook set, that's unbelievably unbeatable. Really good stuff. So, anyhow, this is what I will use, either one half or the other, or both, if I'm backpacking. You know, it really doesn't weigh that much, and it's good and durable. I also really like this. This is an open country Teflon folding handle fry pan. Like I said, if I'm not going far, I will carry this fry pan, because there is nothing like bacon and eggs in the woods, and this is a great way to cook it. Pan fry your fish. Really, really sweet deal. So yeah, I do. And what I also did is I went to the dollar store and I cut down a small nylon spatula. I cut the handle down a little bit, and it works absolutely fantastic for me in the woods, you know, for working with my fry pan. There you go, guys. I will get through a beer, obviously, for this video. I had to. You guys weren't letting up on me. But anyhow, the other thing I wanted to tell you guys about was, I know that many of you are familiar with the MSR Pocket Rocket. I was talking to Chuck about this stove, and I've really come to fall on this stove. I have many stoves. I could do a 2-hour video on all the stoves I have. This has become my go-to stove. And I use the Jetboil 4th season isobutane propane mix, and I have no problem at 10 degrees below zero firing this thing up. Comes in a nice little carrying case, and that's all you got. It weighs absolutely nothing. Screw it right onto the tank. Just like that. Your legs fold out. And I'll show you why they call it the Pocket Rocket. Right? I can boil water in 2 minutes with this. That thing just cranks. But the thing I like about it is I can actually simmer. I can turn that right down to a simmer. Blasting right down to a nice little light simmer. So yeah, the MSR Pocket Rocket is a great stove, guys. You know, ever since they came out with the isobutane mix, I don't have to worry about cold temperatures using a gas fuel like that. I have stoves that work with, you know, white gas, all that good stuff, alcohol stoves. But like I said, it's become my go-to stove. The MSR Pocket Rocket. You guys aren't familiar with it, check it out. Takes up absolutely no space. Great to have in your pack. Some of the dishware that I use in the woods is I love this Kapilka stuff. This stuff is from Finland, and it's made from pine needles and plastic. Great stuff. My coffee and soup cup and our dishes. Sandy and I each have one. We love them. They're a little bit pricey, but I'll tell you, they're cool. Really enjoy using them. So, Rex, great question. Great question. So now you guys know what I like to run in the woods. And again, I just want to mention really quick that my meals are determined by where I'm going, how far I'm going, what is the weather. You know, if I have to travel a long way, I'm going to carry a lot of dry stuff. You know, if I don't have to go too far, yeah, I'll have venison in the pack, you know. But it's just a matter of distance, comfort, and, you know, getting from point A to point B. So if you're camping out of a car, you're camping out of a boat that's not a kayak, like I said, I'll bring my cast iron, you know. So again, Rex, great question. Really appreciate it. I just want to give you guys a tip on while we're talking about what I use to cook with in the woods. Big tip that I have is, you know, I really don't like to cook with my pots right over the open flame, because especially if I'm backpacking, then I got to tote around dirty, sooty pots. And if you clean them in the woods like that, you're going to clean them with sand, and you're going to scratch the heck out of them. So here's a good tip. If you're ever putting a pot over a fire, put a coat of dishwashing detergent, liquid soap, on the outside of the pot. Put it in the fire. It can get as black as it wants. As soon as you touch that to water, gone. That soot comes right off. So I don't know if you guys know that tip, but yeah, dishwashing detergent on the outside of your pots makes it so easy to get that black soot off. So you guys might want to try that. Listen, guys, getting pretty much here to the end of the video. I just wanted to wish everybody a happy New Year. I hope you guys have a great New Year. Have a good time. Party hard. Party safe. And my best wishes to you guys for the new year. I hope everything is wonderful. Let's keep putting out great videos. Let's keep having fun with this. Thanks a lot, you guys, for watching Shop Talk with Joe Part 12. Unbelievable, right? Wait, I got to get 1.5 in. Whoa. That's over 1.5. So I'm getting there, guys. Maybe next video I'll be able to get 2 in. You know, if this was Captain John, he'd have no problem. He'd have 3 down by now. He's damn good at it. So listen, guys, I'm going to leave you with this. I love it when you guys ask me a question. Ask me questions. I love your comments. I try to answer to them all. And I thank you guys so much for sharing these shop talks with other people. I'm getting a whole bunch of new subscribers. I really appreciate it. Give me thumbs up, guys. Enjoy. And again, I won't talk to you till next year. Hope everything is great. I don't have a joke for you for this shop talk, but I'll have a good one for the next one. So hang in there, guys. Hope all is well. I'll talk to you soon.